Welcome to the Late Night Odds non-live radio hour podcast number 13. Reporting to you live from the day after Christmas. Reporting to you live from A. Moving on fucking up. A coffee cup? A cup? And it don't stop there. They said, hey, you got a cup? What are you gonna do? I said, hey, get a little spoon. So it has a little holder. And yeah, I guess fucking World War II is over. Uh, no more, what do you even call it? A fucking mason jar. Shout out to a fucking mason jar. I'll see you again, never. If I break this, and it does say break, then I'll have to go back to it. But until then, shout out. This motherfucker right here has got a fucking cup. A cup? The cup ops. So I got a cup. Uh, hey, everything involved, everything involves, everything I got involves waking up, seeing the light. Shout out to the light, a flashlight, a very bright flashlight that is almost at a what do you call it? Like a studio level. I don't know how to exactly adjust it to where it would be like that. And this thing is getting hot, but we're gonna roll with it. Can batteries? Can batteries get hot? Apparently they can. Even when it's 15 degrees out, shout out to the fact that we had the first uh, uh, most snow in like 20 years here. And hey, New York, sorry about your fucking luck, but you got your rain. We got snow. So I guess if there's one time where it's better to be over here, it would be then. But they got theirs back a couple weeks ago, so everybody got theirs. But it's just all about timing. They said, hey, how can we line it up? So this 2 days, Christmas Eve, it was perfect. It snowed, and I can't even think of a better scenario for it to snow. I can't even think of another reason for it to snow after Christmas. After Christmas is done, it's like, alright, snow, what are you doing? It's time to fucking go. Shout out to weather people. I figured that it's hard to touch things doing it like that. But I mean, apparently they're fucking experts. I think they just have a monitor over there. They're like looking through. But yeah, shout out to a telescope that I fucking tried to put together. Didn't exactly 100% get it 100% right. But but yeah, I mean, it's close enough. You can look, you can see a bird, see a bird on the moon. Maybe you'll see that flag or something they put up there. Shout out to the flag being on a moon. Here's the thing though, I don't get. Ain't it still up there? What happened to it? Did someone come fucking take it? And yeah, you're gonna have to just believe me that I am gonna be probably sneezing. Because I'm in an unfiltered room with cigarette smoke, and I've been driving a fucking sidekick with no windows. Oh yeah, that was another thing. Perfect Christmas scenario. Christmas Eve, it's snowing. I said, hey sidekick, you wanna fucking start? And it said, alright. Driving around in the snow, so shout out. Shout out to some things just being just doing things like how they're supposed to be. You know, the sun's up this morning, and I'm opting. Uh, you gotta opt around. I feel like this fucking we're approaching 2021 as like a fucking one of the trains that block this fucking area. We're just slowly fucking creeping up to 2021, and it's like, all right, getting a little impatient. Let's fucking get to 2021. Let's just fucking do it. Let's say, hey, these last couple of days, let's just opt them out. Just get to the new year. Get to coffee. Shout out to that being annoying. People that are all ugly. Oh, this makes me think in like school, I would always get like this to where like it's just like a thing. And yeah, I mean, it'd be like, oh, great. We're taking a fucking quiz test. Aaron's gonna sneeze 20 times. Here comes that nasally motherfucker. And I'm like, hey, I'll sneeze in your fucking eyelids, son. But you know, that was back when, I mean, damn, if I was doing that nowadays in the school, they would be like, hey, you gotta get the fuck out of here. And I would be like, hey, gladly. I mean, what they're talking about schools can't open because of this stuff. It's like, guys, do you realize that all the fucking sick, nasty fucking kids in the school got me sick 1,000 fucking times in school? Shout out to Wet Willies. Every time I got one of those, people think, haha, it's cute. No, bitch, it's fucking infectious. Every time somebody did that to me, I got a fucking ear infection. Every single time. And yeah, maybe I should have ate more oranges, but I'm making up for it now. I'll eat 2 a day for the next couple of years and maybe try to catch myself up. I found about 7 different ways to eat an orange. I think the most fun way or the most presentable way is cutting in little slices and you just suck it out. Suck it out. It's kind of gross to see somebody do it, but you know, I don't think people, got an audience to watch eat an orange. Hey, shout out to uh, shout out to Tootsie. It's so gross seeing someone doing that. Hey, shout out to my fucking grandma, Tootsie. Well, we don't really call her grandma, but yeah, shout out to Tootsie. She got a big old Italian dinner, and we said, "Hey, I've never seen a salad like this." At a place worked, I was saying, guys, this is fucking. This is a salad. They were serving a salad with spinach mix, fucking, and like they throw 3 ingredients on top, and it's in a tiny bowl this big. $5. I would be fucking pissed off if I paid $5 for that little fucking rabbit bowl. I told them, hey, are we feeding rabbits over here, or are we fucking feeding people? And I say, hey guys, you know what goes on a fucking Italian sub? Provolone. And they say, guy, get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, guy, you don't even know what the fuck food is. You're throwing a burger in a fucking pizza oven. But shout out, yeah, this is a real salad. It's a big bowl, got a bunch of stuff in there, real dressing. Seeing this dressing, I don't. Seeing some of the food that has been sent to us over this time, it made me think like, damn, have I even eaten food? Because I'm like looking at the, like I was saying, this cheesecake. Oh my god, I felt like I never had cheesecake in my life, and I don't think I have until a week ago. I think that's the first cheesecake I ever had. Well, maybe I had it other times, that same one, but I'm maybe maybe more appreciative, I guess. I don't know. Cause yeah, I mean, I've sure had some fucking cheesecake. I've had uh probably the fucking Sara Lee like frozen one. So yeah, I mean, compared, a fucking bakery does it pretty good. And they're saying, hey, that you can get a little slice here for fucking $2 and it's frozen, or here's a whole cake and it's like $20. But we put a lot of time in it and we really cooked bake it nice. This would be my advertisement for them. Guys, we baked it really nice. We put a lot of like good stuff in it. We didn't do nothing like crazy to it. It's real sugars. It's like stuff. It's cake. It's cheese. It's graham crust. You know, what else do you need? But yeah, I mean, fucking shout out. Shout out to uh, something that I never knew about. But Tootsie told me about a place called Bread and I think it's called that. I have their box, Bread and Roses. Uh, and what do they sell? Cake. And little cakes and big cakes and fucking cakes and cookies and shout out to cookies. I I did some fake and bacon up here. I fake baked some fucking cookies. I made Toll House, the Dunkin' Turtle fucking caramel, whatever the fuck it's called. Um, I made Oreo cookies. I baked them. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Oreo for having a cookie when it's already a cookie. They're like, hey, Oreo, you're one type of cookie, but let's like change it up. Let's make it another type of cookie. So there's two Oreo types, three maybe if you count the cereal, which that's a match made in heaven. Hey, that's the most underrated cereal I can think of actually. S'mores, honey made s'mores fucking cereal. Shout out to that. Shout out to honey made cereal. Oh, I've been, yeah, yeah. Hey, Pepsi. Talking about that kind of stuff. Pepsi, get your fucking s'mores or whatever your Pepsi's called. S'mores, Pepsi, out. Give it to us. S'more Pepsi. That's basically what it is. Cocoa, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola Pepsi. And that's going to be very confusing. Do you guys have Coca-Cola Pepsi? Coke or Pepsi? What the fuck? You're stupid for putting this shit out after Christmas. You should have had it out for Christmas. What are you thinking? Oh, hey, let's start off the new year with a fucking Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola Pepsi. I would have had it for Christmas, but now it's like, fuck. It's like you missed the deadline or something. Yeah, Pepsi, I'm saying what the fuck, because, hey, I think you should have had Coca-Cola for the winter, Coca-Cola Pepsi for the winter, and then put something new out in the summer. I'm thinking uh, wild cherry cream, something. I don't know. They already have cherry, but no cream. Cream of the crop. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of bullshit. Pisses me off. But hey, I don't fucking run Pepsi, so they can do what they want. But I don't think once it gets warm out, people are gonna be like, hey, I want a fucking Coca-Cola Pepsi. And yeah, everybody's got all their fucking chocolate right now. Shout out to fucking chocolate. This is a little PSA. If you have a dog that'll eat fucking anything, keep all this shit very far up. And I got a Hershey. Shout out to a fucking Hershey Kiss. Probably the most classic candy, even though it looks like I don't know. If you see the machine make it, you probably think it's like it's like a machine shit, but we're eating it. And hey, I don't know if coffee. I wonder if you dip your coffee in it. You know the way to eat chocolate though? You just suck on it. You basically suck on the chocolate. You drink it. Drink a little milk with it too. And people be like, hey, this guy's fucking disgusting, but you'll be the guy enjoying your chocolate. I'll say, hey guy, you're sucking on your chocolate. Your fucking teeth are brown. You look like a dumbass. I'm like, hey, I'm enjoying the chocolate. Yeah, that chocolate spit makes your spit thick. If it's like, if someone is used to doing chew, this might be, this might be their new chew. Chocolate chew, nicotine chocolate. Hey, shout out any chocolate company that wants to add some nicotine. Maybe that's an idea. Or maybe that's a fucking terrible idea. But nonetheless, it's an idea. So Shark Tank, take that shit. That fucking bald guy, Kevin. Do what you want with it. The guy that owns the Mavericks. I don't know. But yeah, I would love to see um, that for the 2021 new Pepsi come up. All right, so let's just opt into a little something that's a little not so light. Uh, hey, first of all, this is why people don't give a fuck about the news, because you got one day they're saying, hey, Congress, they just got up the fuck off their ass and did something, and they passed something. They passed the $900 bill. They're like, hey, everybody, we get it. We get it. It's almost Christmas. We're trying to fucking opt out of this, like, Congress building. And we're gonna go see our families, so before we be selfish, let's pass this bill. Let's at least get these motherfuckers $600. And I mean, $600 to me, sure, that would be beneficial. $600 to a fucking person that can't pay their rent and their kids are eating, you know, corn or something, not even cooked. Their fucking, dog needs a sweater and shit. Like, their car won't start. What are they supposed to do? $600 ain't nothing. $600 is just like a freebie fucking paycheck. Like, I mean, a normal job, 600 every 2 weeks, right? Or am I just like a fucking loser that don't work the high paying jobs? Hey, I'm talking that bi-weekly shit. You get about 600. So they're basically just throwing a check at you. And they said they're going to give you more. And I don't even expect a damn thing. Never in my life have I ever heard of this happening. The government just giving people money. Never in a million years do I think that's real. But yeah, I mean, $600, I'm just happy for anything. It's like, holy fuck, thank you. Thank you for that. Um, but yeah, they're trying to pass it, and they did, right? So they pass it, and then it goes on over to Mr. fucking you know who, and he's like, he wants to come on TV and be the hero. No, the people deserve $2,000. And it's like, guy, we already agreed upon it. Where the fuck were you when we were doing it? What? Where were you, guy? And he's like, no, no, Dom not signing this. And I don't know if they kept saying on the news like it's sitting on his desk. I don't know if it's like actually on his fucking desk, just like, and he just didn't sign it. But I just think it's funny the way they say it because they make it sound like he's like He just like left and it's just sitting on his desk like, oh fuck, he forgot to sign it. Now businesses are fucked. Cause that's the thing. Even though I'm just thinking about a fucking stimulus check, you know, it's not just for that. It's helping businesses and people and all kinds of shit. So yeah, it's not just handout shit, but I mean, fuck, we're trying to stimulate the fucking economy, you know? Gotta stimulate that fucking bitch up. Gotta get the economy wet again and fucking pay for stuff. I don't know how you stimulate it. I guess you give some money to fucking Tom and Tim over here and just fucking give it around and they go to shops, they put it back into the system, I guess. Cause I remember thinking as a kid like, hey, why don't they just fucking if things are short, like if the government don't have that, why don't they just print some fucking money up? Like, hey guys, you fucking created it, just make it more. But yeah, I mean that'll like make it not what do you call it? That'll make the money that'll crash the dollar. And I say fuck the dollar. Actually no, I don't say fuck the dollar because eventually everything's gonna be a credit card, a swipe, a dun dun dun, and I think everybody would agree the swiping the card was 10 times fucking better than the chip. I know this is like happened a while back now, but I'm just saying. I like the swipe. Whoosh. It's actually quicker. Whoosh. I don't know if it's more secure. Whoosh. I don't think anybody has my fucking bar. If anything, it'd be harder to steal the fucking bar than the chip, which I don't know if that's what they're trying to do. But yeah, I think that's fucking boring. I like the swipe. And then fucking Apple Pay or Swipe, whatever pay, that does seem very convenient, but you know what they say about a fucking like put the bank in your fucking chip in your hand or something. That's probably the next step. And I say, hey, fuck that. I'm I can't even fucking pay a bank back. How am I gonna afford a fucking do they gonna loan me a fucking chip inside me or something? I don't want the bank knowing what I'm doing all the time. But yeah, I mean, so okay, so this guy does all this. They're like, hey, we passed it. We're getting the people $600. They're getting a new Pepsi. It's gonna be fine. And then the guy, the president guy, he's like, oh shit, I'm not gonna sign it. So then he goes on TV. He starts screaming, hey, the let them have 2,000. And then you know what this motherfucker does? His Congress or whatever you call it, the Republican people, they shoot it down. And it's like, okay, you just wasted our fucking time. Great, great. I would like 2,000. That'd be fucking great. I mean, if they're gonna give it out, if Trump's gonna do that, then fucking great, sure. But it's also like, guy, I would, we could have had it signed, sealed, and fucking delivered, and people could be wake. They literally said after they passed this bill that people could expect Friday, which was Christmas, right? Yeah, Christmas. People were saying expect Friday to see direct deposits. So hey, politics, all whatever aside, every motherfucker could be waking up to like $600 in their bank account, and I know that's not that much, but it sure sounds good to me. Everybody could be waking up to $600, but Mr. Fucking fucking who said, nah, I don't fucking want to sign this. And you got such an elaborate fucking signature. You're so proud of it. It looks like when he signs his name on a thing and shows it, he looks like a fucking like second grader showing you he wrote his name or something like. That's great, buddy, but that's a little different now because you're kind of fucking with people's pockets and stuff at this point. So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't expect anything from the fucking. But we've never been through something like this, and if there's a if there's a period that I get to be alive where the government is like saying, "Hey, pay," the people, I'll fucking take mine. That's for damn sure. But yeah, we gotta take care of the businesses first, and that's the big thing. I think he's forgetting about. So yeah, thanks for fucking with going off with your fucking fake ass wife and forgetting about signing a bill because everybody could be waking up to 600 and it may not pay some bills, but at least like I don't know, a mom could get her fucking kid a muffin or something, whatever they would want. Uh, but yeah, I mean, it's just like, damn, well, that sucks. But that's just how it is in Congress, and what the fuck is that even in Congress? What do they even fucking do other than argue about stuff? Hey, so this is how our government's gonna be working. We want like 300 fucking people that don't agree with each other to sit in a fucking room and come up with a bill. It's like, all right, that sounds great. And then once we do all that, we're gonna ship it on over to this guy and hope he signs it. And then if he forgets, well, fuck, we just wasted our time. But yeah, I mean, we'll just see what happens with stuff, and shout out to fucking dumbass for just sign it, guy. They already said, hey, we get it. This is not gonna be what everybody needs, but we're gonna do a third round. Shout out to round 3. But yeah, it is just kind of fucking bullshit. Hey, my Christmas gift was I found. So this fucking guy, I don't think I could possibly get into him. I tried to listen to a couple songs put, and I just don't like it. It just sounds like dumbass. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being ignorant. I never really listened to him enough, but Playboy Cardi released an album, and I don't give a fuck. But here's the thing: there's a Kanye feature on it. It's pretty fucking awesome. So shout out to that. I guess there's a Cuddy feature on it too, and I have not heard that one yet. But yeah, shout out to rappers with terrible names. Low Because of the Na 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 remix, I was able to hear. I even feel funny saying it. Lil Baby. I heard Lil Baby, and it's like, guy, you're a fucking big ass like guy rapping, and your name's Lil Baby. Or no, no, no. Maybe it's Da Baby. Yeah, actually, it's Da Baby, which might be even worse. So I've heard about Da Baby, and I'm like, hey, I don't know if I can take that serious. Da Baby as a rap name, but because of the remix to that Kanye song, I heard Da Baby rap, and I'm like, hey, this guy, he sounds like a fucking, a man, even though he's a Da Baby. So shout out to fucking terrible, terrible names, but being a good MC, I guess. Da Baby. There's so many bad names. I think Lil needs to be fucking done with. Lil and Big. If I ever see a Lil rapper at this point or a Big, then I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, all right, we've seen. There's been Lil Tony, Lil Tunchi, Lil Timmy, Lil Tawny, Lil fucking Ricardo, everything. When is there gonna be? Where's the mediums? Huh? Big Sean, Big Pun, Big L, Notorious Big. Well, the big ones are actually better, I think. There's gotta be a bad rapper named Big something. Big. I don't know. But yeah, Lil is way worse. I do not like Lil. And I think Lil Wayne capped it on that after he got big with his name being Lil Wayne. It's like, alright. Well, your name sounds like a fucking 8-year-old holding a fucking lollipop. Uh, this is Little Wayne. He's got a fucking spinner on his head and he is ready to fucking eat a lollipop. Shout out to Lollipop being one of his best songs, even though it's just basically about getting your dick sucked. It's just a clever way of saying, "Hey, she licked and sucked my dick, great," and that's all it's about. But it's still a good, it's still a good song, even though that's why I just don't fully opt into Wayne. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about half the time. I don't know what the fuck his message is. I don't get what the hell he means by anything. I mean, you're gonna sit here and tell me like, oh yeah, Homecoming versus Pussy Monster. It's like, all right, well, not too hard to decide what is more meaningful and musical. But yeah, I think Lowell needs to be dropped. The baby, all that kind of bullshit. But yeah, the baby, I would take him more seriously if his name wasn't that. I've been watching. I've been watching Hard. There's a free. So I know I'm gonna get HBO Max when I'm able to. Hey, send a stimulus so I can fucking catch up on HBO Max. And also, Avalon Theater. I'll try to work for you too if you're open quick enough. But yeah, I mean, I've been there's a free episodes of Hard Knocks, which is an HBO thing, which I did not even realize was HBO. But they go through different teams in the NFL and like watch them throughout their preseason, and uh, and yeah, it's really interesting. It really shows like, all right, so you think you think like, oh wow, they're playing a game for fucking a living. Like, oh, who cares? They're playing a game. No, this is first of all, it'll make you realize that about 1% of the fucking population is set out to do this. It is not an every man's thing. This is something very, very, very few people will get to do. And that's what makes it so interesting because you get to see you get to see them cut guys on teams like so far I've watched the Dolphins one and I've started the Jets one. And the Dolphins one, their fucking coach, Philbin guy, oh my god. He is a fucking snooze fest, and their team shows. I mean, I didn't realize. See, I saw this. The other one was with Rex Ryan, and I've always thought like whatever about him. But see, you get to actually know the guys, know the coaches, know the players, and you get to see them not just as like the athletes out there, but like the real people in them. So I like that aspect. I like that they really show how hard it is, like, and what they really do. The fact that the NFL is not a job; it's a life. You take your job is to work out, even when in the off season, work out, take care of yourself. Because I mean, damn, I mean, really think about what they do on a daily. Like, I don't think 99% of people would be down for that. It's really, as they say, hard knocks. But yeah, I thought the Dolphins guy was very unmotivating. I don't know how any. I would not be respecting of his kind of leadership. But yeah, the Rex Ryan, I think he seems pretty cool. The Jets one, they seem like a way funner place to be, and you would think Miami would be fun, but I didn't really get that vibe at all. But yeah, it's you think when an NFL team makes a trade that it's like some big dramatic thing. Well, no, a guy just sends a text to another coach and be like, "Hey, can I have this guy?" And like, "All right." well, can you give me fucking $20 and a fucking draft pick? And they'd be like, yep. And then they just send him on over. And I think it's kind of funny because it's just kind of weird to see, like, they're like, all right, they call the guy in the office and they're like, hey, look, we traded you to Indianapolis. And he don't even know. He just played in Miami, and then one day they're like, hey, you're going to fucking Indiana. Which, as far as a football team, I would rather be on the Colts. But as far as a location, I'd go with Dolphins. I mean, come on. Even though I'd probably hate it. That's the thing. Miami seems cool, or like Florida in general, but I think I would fucking hate it. It's a swamp. It's fucking humid. There's no way. There's no way I would like that. I mean, look at me. I fucking dress. I dress wintertime almost all year. You will never catch me in fucking shorts. And yeah, so I don't think I'd like it. But you would get to have your air conditioning 24/7, 365. But I don't know if that's like really yeah, I mean you'd be working it to fucking death. But yeah, it's really cool to see, and yeah, I would definitely get HBO Max so I could see all the Hard Knocks. They have the original one, which I guess was the 2000 Ravens, I think 2001 Ravens. So I'm gonna watch that, but I'm gonna finish up the Jets one. And what I like about the Jets one is it has two players that well, first of all, the Dolphins one had Chad Johnson in it, and he got cut in the episode. And Chad Johnson, he's one of those guys that do I think he's the perfect example of like a good guy, good NFL player? No. But I like what he brought. He made the NFL fun. He's just like unpredictable. He is a good guy. He just gets himself into trouble. I don't know. He's a good guy though. There's been a lot of bad stuff about him, but I always just think he's fun. Same with T.O., same with Randy Moss. All there's like, yeah, back then I like that kind of stuff. But from a different standpoint, from the standpoint of looking at them like, hey, they make it fun. Like these guys make it fun. And it was sad to see him get cut and then go play. He tried to play for some like random league, like whatever league it would be, one of the ones that nobody cares about. And I felt bad, but look, he did play in the NFL from 2001, I think, to 2017. So it's a pretty good career, really. So yeah, I mean, maybe he should have just retired after that. But that's the thing; these guys have it in their soul to play. So, but yeah, I mean, shout out to Chad Johnson. The Jets one. Yeah, there was Reggie Bush on there, and then the Jets one has Mark Sanchez, who I have followed since USC. I remember him at USC. Same with Reggie Bush. And yeah, I mean, LaDainian Tomlinson's on the Jets one too. He's another guy that retired early and then came back because he's like, guys, I'm not done yet. And he has the most touchdowns in history for running back, and yeah, it was fun to see. In my opinion of Rex Ryan before I seen Hard Knocks was like, what the fuck? I don't really get it. But seeing how he runs the organization, I think he seems fun. He seems like a hell of a lot more fun than the Dolphins guy. Because I'm just like, everybody's saying he seems more like an assistant coach. He don't exactly have the energy, which I could definitely see. I would not be motivated by him. But the Jets seem to have more fun over there. And look, I'm an underdog guy, so you bet your ass I'm rooting for the Jets right now. I mean, if I had to pick a New York team, I'd go Jets just because they need some fucking help. So yeah, I mean, it's cool to see. I want to get HBO Max before Coda's new show starts. I can't help but want to see the new Wonder Woman. I mean, fuck. I mean, Gal Gadot. Holy fuck. Just her facial features alone. Damn. But yeah, I mean, it's not really called objectify Wonder Woman, but I mean, hey, I'm a fucking guy, so that's what I'm gonna think about. But I get it. She's powerful. You know, she helps a woman or something. I don't know what it's about. But yeah, I mean, hey, I'll definitely at least check it out if you know. And and yeah, time not Time Warner, Universal or whoever the fuck makes all that. They're saying they're releasing all 17 movies for the year right on right onto streaming, and I'm just not that excited about that. But they gotta adapt. Uh, Dexter, Dexter, Dexter. But yeah, I mean, shout out. Um, yeah, there was so you know how a word that I never heard of until recently, a monolith, a fucking monolith is something I never heard of until a couple weeks ago when apparently some stone steel monolith shows up in Utah, right? Well, guess what? More crazy shit happens over the Christmas. A gingerbread monolith goes up in San Francisco, and people were taking pictures. It's like 20 feet fucking high, and I mean it's tall, but let's face it, not that impressive as a gingerbread house. I can see more detail, but you know it's big, so shout out. And yeah, I mean that's just the kind of weird shit that happens over on the West Coast. It seems like crazy over there. Seems fun, but yeah, I mean you just wake up, look over the fucking Golden Gate Bridge or whatever, and you see a gingerbread house that's like 20 feet tall, and it's like, holy shit, this is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, we don't really got that. That's like the wild fucking West. We got the fucking Wild West. We're the fucking tamed Midwest. Mid. What are we? Are we even the Midwest? Not really. But I think we're considered that. Yeah, I seen this thing in China called like a red. I can't read what I wrote. Red something sea. There's like a sea of red because of the algae or something in China. I would love to see that. That's something that makes me so anxious is seeing some stuff around the world that I'm like, hey, am I ever gonna be able to just see it? Because it almost seems like a very huge operation. I'm like, this is the never had a passport guy here. But yeah, I mean, I would like to see a lot of stuff, even though America has a lot of like stuff to offer. In this place, there's a lot of wonders, natural wonders out there that I just gotta see. Some I didn't even know about. I seen one where there's like a rock that's like balanced somewhere, and it doesn't fall, and we don't even know why. And I'm just like, hey, that's a natural wonder of the world. And apparently, the reason there's so many islands is because, fuck, there's just land under the ocean, and the ocean's just like, hey, here here's a new land. Here's a new piece of land, and then some guy can buy it. Hopefully, keep it clean. That's something I find very depressing. Is when you really. Here's the thing that's so depressing about it. There are fucking entire islands, basically, of trash. We created trash islands, and it's not that great to see. But it's like a war between, okay, this is kind of unstoppable. I mean, am I saving the planet by fucking washing a bag and reusing it again? I don't think so. Not at all. It's not really helping. And it sucks that it's that way, but like I was saying, it's like we're almost on a fucking crash course. Too many people. We're on a crash course to fuck up the world. I am just glad I am here during this time when things are not fucked yet. And, hopefully we can extend it out a little bit further so my kids, if I ever have one, can have a nice earth. And they're gonna be like, hey, Dad, why the fuck did you do that? And I'm like, hey, I tried, guy, okay? I tried, but what the fuck am I supposed to do? Even if you're the most fucking recyclable guy in the world, you're still making plastic. And I try to save all the bags from Kroger's, all the little bags, but I just use them for trash. So it's like, yeah, where can we win there? I don't think we can. But yeah, I mean, it does suck because I'm very, very, very mesmerized by everything on this planet, and damn, it's the only thing we got. But yeah, I mean, I can't do it alone. I can't even fucking afford an electric car or something. Which do I even do I even know if that would help? I don't know. Got to do something. The whole world would have to opt into it. You know, a guy, a guy reusing a bag, a guy picking up a gum wrapper. I mean, it's just not gonna save it. It's not doing nothing. Because even if you're picking up everything you see, there's still a guy everywhere. I mean, you would probably not even believe it, but I would guarantee I see trash on the freeway sometimes. Which, yeah, that's people throwing shit out their window on the freeway, and we're giving the prisoners something to do, I guess. But you know, it's like, hey, you guys could like, I don't know, clean the prison or something, do something nice. But yeah, I mean, it's overwhelming to think about how much plastic there is. I mean, fuck. Is there a way that we can just not even use it at all? Like the whole world just says, "Hey, we're gonna stop making plastic." I don't know what the fuck else you make stuff out of. There's gotta be something. Cause think about it. Every package, almost everything. Yeah, it's impossible. I'm looking around and I see like 90 things made out of plastic, and I'm just like, yeah, there's no way. We can't opt out of plastic. There's no way. But yeah, I mean, real cups, it's a step, right? I don't know. It sucks that it's that way, but hey, I'm just gonna live my fucking life and be like, hey, I got the good part of the earth. Shout out. But yeah, I mean, I was thinking about this too. So remember the Independent song by the guy that murdered a guy, Lil Boosie. I remember he made that song Independent. Do you know what that means? And it made you say, I know how to spell independent. And it's like, alright, that's not that fucking hard of a word to spell. It's exactly how it sounds. Independent. That's exactly how it spells, but you could put that to any word. Definitely is a word I always spelled wrong. Definitely. Do you know what that means? Definitely. It's another one. This is a word that I always fuck up. Schedule. I think because it looks like schedule. And I'm always looking at the word like, I know I fucked that up. Schedule. The schedule. I mean, hey, can you text me the schedule? Right, here's the schedule. I was spelling appreciate wrong sometimes. I mean, I got a flip phone guy. Alright? I don't got a spell check, which is kind of a saver. I think that's a good part of that. It kind of opts you into separating the two. Like, hey, this is a phone. It calls and texts. That's what it does. This is basically a laptop. This is basically like a computer, pretty much. And it's pretty impressive, but yeah, I think it's a good thing to just cut down on doing that kind of thing. Dexter. Dexter. But yeah, I mean, shout out. Um, yeah, shout out to spelling. And I don't get how that guy could go from spelling to a felon. From spelling to felon. From spelling independent to killing a guy. Lil Boozy. I mean, hey, let some of the rappers out. I mean, hey, T.I., I remember him getting wrapped up in like having guns. Same with Wayne. But I mean, hey, that's not that bad. At least they didn't use them. And I think they're just trying to protect themselves because, I mean, hey, if you're a big status rapper like that, especially Wayne, who I think acts like he's like a Crip or something or a Blood or whatever, someone could run up on you. But yeah, I mean, they shouldn't involve themselves in that shit anyway, so it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, it feels like we're, slowly chugging along to fucking 2021. I'm ready for it. Almost out of it. 5 more days. And we're gonna get into that sticky fucking new period where it's like, hey, this is January. It's 2021. Are we in the fucking future? Yeah, we kind of are. Shout out to the future. Shout out to living in the future. I mean, hey, I see something where they thought in like 1901 that by 2000 we would have fucking flying cars, you know. And it seems like, hey, do we even want flying cars? Because why the fuck isn't that a thing yet? I think a much more fun thing, but probably deadly, would be everybody gets jetpacks. But that can't be good for the environment either. But yeah, we should just opt out of cars, give everybody a jetpack, and we're fucking good. Because that's another thing. How the fuck have we gone this far and not made a damn jetpack yet? I know there's like water powered ones, and there are certain ones, but they're not like mass produced or something anybody can just get. Only a fucking scientist or like engineer will be able to do it. You won't just walk out and see a fucking guy flying around, running his jetpack. But maybe someday that would be cool. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we can get into jetpacks. But maybe like we can fucking go to Mars by 2030, but we can't get a jetpack. I would love that. I mean, think about it. You just step out on your fucking porch, fly up into the fucking sky, bam, you're jetpacking around. Dexter. Yeah, I mean, a fucking jetpack shout out. I would rather, if we're gonna pick between flying cars and a jetpack, I'll take a jetpack, cause, man, I can't even, I can't even, like, imagine I'd be running out of gas on the road, or breaking down or whatever on the road. Imagine running out of gas in the sky. Fuck. You better make sure you're topped up. You better make sure your gauge is working right, cause you run out of gas in the sky. There's nothing to fucking. You're not just stopping. You're fucking falling. Maybe, maybe they can just make little cheap like flying cars, and then have one of those ejector buttons where, if you run out of gas, just hit the ejection button. You skydive down, and hey, your car might land on a fucking family's house, but it's what it is. Call it a fucking Earth meteor, right? So yeah, I mean, shout out to being able to look up in the sky now with the telescope. I wish I had that fucking a couple days ago with Jupiter and Saturn. I think it is touching each other or something, whatever it is. They're as close as they ever been in 800 years, which just seems like 800 years. We're talking the year 1200 or something, which don't even sound like a year. Hey, fucking back in 1200, we was rocking. I don't know about that. I can't imagine living in the years where it's like the first 100, like, or the first 1000 years, like, hey, it's year 947. How many fucking, how many times? Year 948. I can just imagine that being like, thinking like, hey, 948 years of the fucking earth. But it's been longer. That's where it gets confusing. But yeah, I mean, shout out to the earth. Shout out to 2021. Shout out to Hard Knocks. Shout out to stimulus checks. Shout out to Congress. Shout out to plastic in the ocean. Shout out to that Red Sea that I can't think of the name of in China. Shout out to rappers overusing Lil and Big as their names. Shout out to the baby who needs to change his fucking name. Shout out to a gingerbread monolith. And shout out to the next year. Here we go. Get your fucking coffee cup. Get your fucking spoon. Throwing a little fucking hope. Throwing a little ambition in there. And take your stir it the fuck up, and stir some life up. Stir the life, stir the light, stir the love. And hey, if we can keep turtles from fucking eating bottle caps and shit, then I'd be happy with that too. But hey, if we're gonna say it, if I choke a fish out with a straw or a bag, I mean, think about it. There's like 10 fucking billion of them. There's 10 billion of those little motherfuckers in the ocean, so they're fine. It's not really about them, even though, I was just as sad as you when I saw a duck covered in oil. Shout out to fucking Don for cleaning the ducks after that spill. They're like, whoops. Hey, we just choked out a bunch of fucking ducks. Let's wipe them off. So yeah, shout out to that. Shout out to clean ducks. Hey, if anybody has a job where people spill oil and I can go clean up a duck, I'll do it. Just give me some duck cleaning stuff. I don't know what they have for that. Dawn, actually. From dishes to ducks, it's done. Alright, well, this is Late Night Ops TV, Late Night Ops Media, Late Night Ops Pod. This is the Late Night Ops, Aaron Jacobson, opting in to coming up on the new year. Let's fucking get into it, because I just can't wait for that. Even though January sucks ass, but, we gotta get through it. to get to the other side. It's just like what the fucking chicken and duck does. They go to it, get to the other side. Alright, this is Late Night Ops. Aaron Jacobson, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.